Bullseye! Let's celebrate with a beer. Welcome back to our blind beer tasting series. Today's the 6th day of qualifiers. My wife's randomly selected 2 beers for today's taste. As you can see, both bottles are fully covered and the beer is ready to go. I will judge these beers on aroma, carbonation, colour and body. However, I have no actual idea what I'm doing, so I'll just tell you which beer I prefer. Let's try beer A first. It's a very good looking colour. It's got a very good strong smell to it. These glasses are really heavy too. I'll weigh one of these glasses when we're done and we'll see how heavy they are. It's a nice beer. I can't pick it straight off the bat. It's different. I don't think I've had this beer before. Has a nice clean taste to it. It's very nice to drink, got a full body. It's not super carbonated. Smells very nice. Smells nice and clean to drink. Beer B, on the other hand, looks very light, very clear. This one, I don't know if it's just the way my wife's pouring it, but it had more head. There's obviously human error that can go into that, not just if it's the beer's a very carbonated, frothy beer or not. Let's see what beer B tastes like. Oh, that's very... I think it's very weak and it's almost very ale-like, very pale ale-y. It's very sweet. It's a very sweet beer, it's a very weak beer. I don't think I've ever had this beer before. You can see the colour differences. It's just really, really obvious side by side. This one's a golden amber. This one's a very pale yellow. Very sweet. I don't think either of these are tap beers. And if they are, I don't think they're very mainstream in Victoria. I think this is a light beer. I think beer A is a light beer, light lager. And beer B I'm pretty sure it's also a light beer. Neither of these beers are heavies. I may be misreading them for mid strengths, but I'm pretty sure they're light beers. I don't think either of them are tap beers, and I don't think either of them are very mainstream popular beers. I don't think it's a dry. Could even be a 0 alcohol beer. I think option B I'm going to say my main guess will be Peroni Zero. Beer A, I'm going to go with a Iron Jack as my main guess. I know I said I didn't think it was a tap beer, but Iron Jack's quite a light beer and it doesn't taste very strong. Let's reveal option A. Ooh, Smith's mid-strength. I think this is option A. Yeah, option A. Smith's mid-strength. So I didn't guess Smith's mid-strength. Did say Smith's dry, but that's not exactly, you know, I'm saying it was an apple, but it was actually an orange sort of thing. 0.9. I don't know if you could call a 0.9 a mid-strength beer. It's a lower strength mid-strength, but if that's how they want to market it, then it's a mid-strength. 3.5% alcoholic volume. And like I said, it's definitely not a tap beer, and it's definitely not a very common beer. So it wasn't bad. Oh, I didn't reveal my winner. I think let me just have another taste first. So A. It's not bad. I definitely don't mind Smithy's mid-strength. I prefer option A. They're actually neither of these are bad beers. I'm surprised that after revealing this, I'm surprised I actually enjoy it as much as I do. Option A just wins. It's a very, this might be like a B minus, C plus sort of beer. This is sort of a C plus, C sort of beer. They're close. The only reason I chose beer A over beer B, they both taste good in different ways, but the initial aroma of this one just isn't as pleasant. It doesn't remind me of a very traditional beer. The taste is a bit sweet as well. I think this is a very sweet beer. So I prefer beer A. This tastes like almost lolly water. So let's see what beer B is. So I prefer beer A. Ooh, yes. I guessed this correctly. It was a Peroni Libera Zero. It's actually an Italian beer. Well, according to the bottle, it's an Italian beer. And it's 0% alcohol. And it's got a lot of sugar in it. It's going to be hard to see on the camera. It's got 9.9 grams of sugar in it. It was very sweet to drink. And I've never had a lager like it. I don't even know if this is considered a lager. Brewed adult beverage, no more than 0.04% alcoholic volume. Yes, it was very sweet. Didn't taste bad. It didn't taste very lagery though. So beer A is our winner today. Let's wrap it up. Thanks for joining me for today's beer review. It was a close call today, with beer B, Peroni Libera Zero, only just missing out. For a non-alcoholic beer, it was very nice. This is definitely an option you could consider if you wanted to drive or possibly not be hungover the next day. I was able to guess it correctly, And I was also able to say it was a non-alcoholic beer from the taste. And it was, if you're not into it, it was very sugary and very sweet to drink, and you could even smell how sweet it was. Our winner today, option A, Smithy's mid-strength, a 0.9 standard drink, was quite nice to drink. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time. So I've just finished recording our video with our new beer glasses. I've got some set of scales that I use for work. These are pretty accurate. That was just a light touch and they move. So these are actually very heavy glasses to use during our video. I'll get a good workout from doing it. That's 1.6 kilos empty. And I've just poured a 375ml can into another one. So this must weigh about 1.95, I think. 1.975 it would be if it rounded to a third decimal place. So they actually are quite heavy to lift up and drink out of. They're good though. They're nice quality glasses. Hopefully they won't break like my last ones, and I'll get a lot of years out of them.